So when looking at changing the way of working, when looking at adapting an activity-based mindset for your organization, we tend to always advise customers to look at three elements that need to move at the same time. One element is around the physical environment, of course. It's the way that activities are being organized, the way the physical environment supports those activities. And one crucial element of activity-based working is to make sure that you're supporting the activities that you want to support with relevant choice. Many times we see customers that have a lot of choice in their working environment, but the choice is not relevant to the activities that people actually need to carry out from that environment. So physical environment, whether that's in the office, whether that's home, whether that's a third location like a co-working space, is very important. However, it needs to move at the same time with the IT. IT is around the way information is organized, the way information is shared, the way the information is generated and spread in the organization. And these two need to be very closely linked to each other. The third element, which is the most important, I think, in terms of making a transition to a new way of working truly successful, is around behavior. And behavior is around activities that are prioritized, activities that people choose to have important and urgent in order to advance their productivity as an individual and as a team. Now, for us, it's crucial that all the projects that we're involved in carry these three streams at the same pace and in the same direction. So when people ask me, where should I start? If I am to start with, migrating from a traditional way of working, I want to use the opportunities that this crisis has brought us in order to transition to a more flexible organization. Where should I start? Should I start from the physical environment, the IT, or behavior? I would say neither of the three, or none of the three. Start from the vision and the business strategy that you have. Why do you want to change? Do you want to change because you want to increase collaboration? Do you want to change because you want to increase your revenues? Because you want to drive additional innovation? Because you want to drive organizational agility? These are all very valid and very different reasons to actually want to change. Only once that vision is very clarified and it's crystal clear why you would want to change the way you work, I would then take a series of steps to make sure that happens and it is well supported. I've seen in Japan recently a lot of companies announcing, okay, I'm going to cut 30% of my real estate or 50% of my real estate as a statement, which is a bold statement to make. And I hope that those organizations that have made this type of statements have first identified where their business vision is for the future. And as a consequence, they have decided that then the real estate needs to be reduced and not the other way around. Now, in terms of steps, I would suggest after the vision is defined, it's much easier for you to identify, okay, what does it mean then for our offices? Let's say if I'm choosing to innovate, if my vision is I want to innovate more than the rest of my competition, what does it mean for what I want to do in terms of well-being of my employees, in terms of talent attraction and retention, in terms of course, real estate? What does it mean in terms of learning and development that I want to be able to offer my people? What does it mean in terms of collaboration styles that I want to promote in the organization? What does it mean in terms of diversity of views and inclusion of different opinions in order to make that innovation matter? Yeah, so once you define the vision, everything else, all the other components about the new way of working sort of fall into place. The other step that I would take is after you create the vision, to move into co-creating the whole concept, the holistic concept together with your employees. So we've spoken about step one. We're now going to look into step two, which is around co-creating the whole concept together with the employees and the larger organization.